You guys didn't think I could still teach? I can still teach. So in today's video, I got 10 simple exercises that will make you a better mover on court. Brought to you by Yonex.
Tennis is a movement sport. Talked about this on the channel, yet most of us spend a ton of time just worrying about technical things. I do the same. Like, I'm more worried sometimes about my forehand and serve than actually my movement. And especially at the amateur level, right? Let's think about the classic pusher. Everyone that talks about the pusher. What the pusher does is move better, right? He makes more balls, but he's able to make more balls on the court because he's able to cover the court better than his opponent. And by covering the court better, he creates pressure, right? Like, you need to start hitting tougher and tougher targets, and that pressure builds, and throughout the match, you're gonna start making more errors, lose confidence, and the so-called pusher is going to beat you. Now, at the highest level, of course, you watch them hit serves and ground strokes, and they're smacking the ball. But if you really pay attention to the top 10 players in the world, and usually the top 4, top 2, and number 1 player in the world, they combine unbelievable ball striking, unbelievable ability to hit with phenomenal movement. Right now, Sinner and Alcaraz, I believe, are the best movers on tour. They obviously do it in different ways. They're not the same type of movers, but they cover the court unbelievably well, and that allows them to hit higher quality ground strokes more often than their opponents. And even before Carlos and Sinner, let's think about the big 4, Roger, Rafa, Djokovic, and Murray. They were the best movers in the world. In their own ways, they were able to cover the court, some more defensively, some more offensively, like Roger, but they were able to cover the court just unbelievably well. So at the end of the day, once you hit a certain level, they're already able to hit your shots, right? Like, you have a foundation of your game is okay. Obviously, it takes a few years to do that. Proving your movement is actually what's going to make you feel like you're leveling up quicker. Ground strokes, serves, all that stuff that comes and goes. Sometimes you're very confident, sometimes you're not. If your ability to move doesn't change, you're always gonna have a shot at winning matches. Now, of course, when we were talking about footwork, I also want you to think about your style of tennis. For example, I'm obviously playing professional tennis. I need to be able to cover the entire court, moving forward, moving backwards, sideways, with a lot of speed. But you, on the other hand, you might just be playing a lot of doubles. Maybe you're just serving and volleying a lot, and you're just sprinting back and forth. Or maybe you're a great baseliner, just covering the court side to side with a lot of speed. So it's important for you to be training for obviously an all-around good footwork, but maybe focusing on what you're doing more. Again, if you're doing a lot of serving and volleying, you gotta get those sprints going very hard. And something that might give you a little bit more confidence as well on your footwork is the right choice of shoes. And that's why Yonex brought us out here to the West End Tennis Club, so we can talk a little bit about their shoes. A lot of people maybe don't even think about Yonex when they're buying tennis shoes, but I've worn Yonex tennis shoes in the past when I was playing professionally. Now they have a brand new lineup of shoes, and within their lineup they have options for all kinds of players. A lot of tech in this bed, boys, but I'm not gonna talk about it. I'm actually gonna bring someone to explain to you guys. All right, guys, so to talk about the shoes real quick, we brought in Zach from Foot Dr. Zach. Go follow his channel. He has a lot more knowledge about shoes than I do. So Zach, explain to us, kind of the highlights of each shoes, where do they perform better and all that.
So I guess I'll start with the ones you're playing with a lot, which would be the Sonic Cages. The Sonic Cage to me is kind of like the tweener model of all these. They kind of have elements of every other Yonex shoe line in them. So if you want side-to-side grip and movement, they've got that offset rubber pattern that does really well side-to-side. The flange is wide, longer shank on them, plus it has that hidden carbon fiber shank in them. So it kind of does everything pretty well. Now, you go to the Fusion Rev line. This is, to me, much more of a kind of soft and buttery feel. The shank is mainly made of plastic and foam, so you're gonna feel like you're sitting more low to the ground. Also, these are the most narrow in the lineup, so you have a little more slender foot. This is probably where you'd want to go. It also has the offset lace line, so when you're pushing off medially, you have all this really thick polyurethane underneath of here. This gives you a little bit more, at least, feeling of push-off power. Now, my personal favorite shoe in the Yonex line, the one I'm wearing, is the Eclipsean. The reason I like the Eclipsean so much, number one, it also puts you at least feeling really low to the ground because of the Power Cushion Plus on the forefoot. It's a thin slab. But because this is made with, Yonex won't tell us what it's exactly made of, but it does have elastic resin in it, which means that it is it's almost like it's almost like a lattice under your foot, so you're not going to be pummeling through the ground, even though you feel very low to the ground in them. These also, like I said, have a ton of pop going front to back, as well as, at least to me, more importantly, side to side. Now the last one, which is the newest one, is the Ad XL. That's the one you're wearing right now. These ones, to me, these are kind of like, I feel like definitely a little bit different than all the other Yonex shoes. Number one, because of the pronged shank. By a pronged shank, I mean there's actually prongs on it. They're actually carbon fiber leaflet prongs that push off of this bottom part. So when you're going front to back, this thing really engages versus some of the other Yonex shoes, because that shank goes so far in the forefoot to create a leaflet. So it actually does create a little bit of a springboard effect on it. In terms of side to side, honestly, I think the Eclipsians, the Sonic Cages, and the Fusion Revs, maybe you're a little bit more made for that versus the Ad XL, which is made for if you're trying to get from the service line, or I say so the baseline to the service line, as quick as humanly possible. That's where you'd want to go.
There you go. Well, that's why he's the pro. That's why I brought him in here for this.
I'm a great pretender.
I'm just a guy that plays in them. Like, I'm just looking for comfort, obviously durability. You know, as you guys can see, I've been beating the crap out of this one, and it's held up nicely. It's been used a lot in my fitness sessions. I do my fitness sessions on court. So I'm doing all kinds of movements. I'm jumping, I'm going side to side, I'm sprinting forward. So having something that is all around comfortable, it's very important to me.
Actually, carbon fiber leaflet.
All right, guys, and as promised, we're gonna do 10 exercises. And again, brought the expert here, Andrew, my fitness coach and creator of Fit for Tennis. We're gonna do 10 exercises together here. Anyone can do it. It's gonna help you everything about your footwork all around. I trust this guy, so should you.
All right, you ready, crew?
Just a little jump rope
We're
to
just
start.
gonna start some jump roping.
The thing I'm really not very good, but
test this coordination. It's a great exercise to start getting light on the toes, getting comfortable with this. What does it feel to be light on the court? It's super important. So getting up on the toes, getting that feeling of being light. Yep, we can transition into some single legs. Just warming up here.
Jump rope, like, I think is universally a good thing to do. If you guys can just have one in your bag, always do it before, you know, playing a match or your practices. Easy thing to do. So just a little jump rope to start. All right, exercise number 2. What do we got here, coach?
All right, so we got a variety of different footwork drills here, just quick feet. All we're looking at is coordinating the feet, coordinating the rhythm, looking at doing it as fast as we can. We started with the jump ropes. Now I want back and forth as fast as we can. Ready and go. Okay, good. Now we're gonna move sideways on it. So, yep. And go back. And back. All right, good. Okay. Now we're gonna go single leg here, back and forth, quick zigzags.
Single leg is actually something very important. I think people don't realize that, how much we push off one leg when we're playing, right? So actually warming up one leg
at a time, making sure we're getting comfortable and pushing, staying on the toes, on the balls of the legs, on the feet. Okay, good.
Back
and back, other foot. All right, good. Okay, next one, back and forth, up and back, leading with the right leg. Okay, really building the coordination, leading with the right leg. What does that feel like? What is that, how do we get that going? Okay, switch, left.
A bit more uncoordinated.
Good, all right, good. Now we'll go feet together, okay, sideways, quick. Okay. And backwards. All right, good. Exercise number 2.
Exercise number 2 done.
So
nice and easy.
Yep.
All right, what do we got for exercise number 3?
All right, so
Easy.
now we're gonna get into some bounds now. So just gonna start here, a looking into load into the glutes and then jump as far as we can and then backpedaling back. Bring it back, jump as far as we can and backpedal on back. All right, here we go. Let's go. Forward and back. Good. So we're really trying to get now comfortable tapping into our explosive movements, building the power. Okay, we need to be able to push off the ground to be able to move quickly. So that's what we're trying to build right now. Good. All right, crew, turn sideways, and we're gonna do it sideways now. Yep,
So
this way.
Boom.
Yep, and then you're gonna land sideways as well.
Land sideways.
Land sideways. Yes, good. And shuffle on back. And go. Good. Shuffle on back. And go. Good. Last two. And go. Good. Last one. And go. Lots of jumping. Good. All right. Okay, last one I got for you. So sitting and back. Okay, so every time, back, 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 back. Okay. Trying to get as far as we can on both ways. Here we go. We're really working on the body control, okay? Being explosive, but also being able to control the body. Good, good, good. Okay, now take that all the way around. So,
Got the sonic cages on. As you can see, I already use them a lot with this guy, so these are good for fitness.
all right,
I like them.
here we go. So next one, we're doing single leg. So we work on both feet. Now we're working on single leg. So back and forth, right to left. Okay, looking to load into the glutes. Okay, here we go. Back, good. Yep, we're looking to try to get as far as we can, and good, and as high as we can. Good, nice. Next one, we're gonna go into two. So we go one, and then load on the second, push. Load on the second, and go. All right, here we go.
That's a good one. It's a good one. Now we're doing variations of the different
So
exercises.
this will be, yep. Good, push. Good. Last two. Good. All right.
All right.
Sweet. Woo. Good. All right. So now we're going to go into our crossover. So a little bit more tennis specific movement here. Again, getting comfortable with these movements. I feel like if your comfort level is there, you know how to move within these movements, you can tap into it and move faster through them.
Yeah.
Push, push, good. Again, we're looking on pushing out. If we're moving to the right, we're pushing out with the left leg. If we're moving to the left, we're pushing out on the right leg. So just, even if you're doing this, if somebody's moving faster but they're not pushing out on the right leg,
Yeah.
you're gonna appear slower on the court and out of position all the time.
Yeah.
These things need to be timed well with the eyes, the feet, everything kind of comes together here.
Yeah.
So
Footwork's a lot of timing.
split, cross, split, cross, split, cross. Okay? Here we go. Split, cross, go, go, go. Good. And then we're trying to limit the amount of downtime. So when he comes down from the split step, we're looking to push off quick. Limit the amount of downtime. Oh, ready? Pull, split. Good. I'm gonna have you move a little now. So it's gonna go sprinting out. Next one. So sprinting out, pushing off this way. Back. Shuffle. Sprint out. Push off and shuffle. Okay, back pedal. Ready? And go. Out, left, back, good. Push off on the right, left, good. Go, back, excellent. Come on, good. Go, good. Come on, come on, come on. Give me one more, one more. Ready? Out, go, back, and go. Good, nice. Woo, good job, good job.
All right, we're gonna do some sprints forwards now. Again, we're gonna put the Ad Excel back because these are the ones with the plate here, better for sprinting. So, let's got these bad boys on. So show me again.
Okay, ready? So we're gonna work on our deceleration. So getting to the ball and then working on being able to steady yourself, your body, being able to position that is super important. So we're gonna work on that specifically without the ball. Okay, if you can't do it without the ball, good luck doing it with the ball. All right, so right here, right in a good sprint position, run out, load, and back. Load, sprint out, and then take those adjustment steps and good stability on your hold. Ready, and go. Back, yes, good. Ready, go. Come on, and hold, yes. Ready, and go. And good hold, yes. Good, ready, go. Good, come on. Last two. Good. And go. And back. Good. All right. Nice job, crew.
Woo. All right, we've got the Clipsions on now, which are the highest performing shoe. So let's give it a
let's do it.
A high performance drill then.
All right. Sprinting to the middle, touching, going back, pushing to the second, touching, and sprinting all the way through.
So basically just suiciding me right now.
Like a suicide, right? Can't forget these.
Can't forget, easy.
Ready? So again, covering a short distance, long distance. Ready, and go. Come on, push. And we're building on what we started with. Okay, push on the outside leg. Good. Making sure that all the fundamentals are there. We built up.
Yeah, this feels like the best one. This feels the most high performance you want.
You want to do one more there?
Yeah, I'll do one more.
Here we go. Ready? And go. So we got to get the decel in. We got to be able to push off, change the direction, and move efficiently. That's what we're after.
All right, what do we got to do? Exercise number 8. I got tired already. I'm sweaty and tired. He's chilling, like always.
All right, so here we go. Next one. Now we're combining some explosive movements, okay? Starting with some jumps, squat jumps, as high as we can. We're gonna do 3, and then we're gonna get right into a forehand, and then 3 squat jumps, getting into a backhand, okay? We're gonna do that 3 times. Ready, and go. 1, 2, 3, out to the forehand, go. 2, 3, go. Good, good, perfect. All right, so for the next exercise, we're gonna do around the clock, okay? So we're gonna get into very tennis specific movements. Moving forward, moving at an angle. We're gonna basically split this court starting in the middle like a clock, okay? Starting at 12 o'clock in the front, working our way 12 to 6 first, and crew, show us how that looks, okay? Here we go, ready, and go. So we're moving up to 12, hitting the forehand, and then we're just mimicking how we want to be moving through these areas, through these parts of the court. Kind of putting everything together, okay? Going wide, hitting off the open stance, making sure I've got a good, comfortable base, nice and stable, good, back, and go, good. I'm loading, ready, let's go to 12 on the backhand, go. Boom, good, and go around, up, yes, good, go, yep, pushing off on the right legs, pushing back, good balance, good. All right, so we've been working a lot from the baseline. A lot of us are playing the net. We want to get comfortable moving at the net. So let's do a drill that we're gonna be getting better at moving and closing at the net. So we're gonna start a little bit behind, okay? And we're gonna go back and forth, okay? And you can do this randomly. I'm gonna clap for Karu, and he's gonna go here when I clap, or you say, same thing, you shout it out, forehand. You're gonna move up, forehand, and go back up for the overhead. When I clap, go up, backhand, go back for the overhead. You're gonna have to turn and maneuver after the backhand volley to the overhead, okay? Here we go, ready, and go, go. Good, and back, yes, all right, and go. Yep, turn, yes, good. Go, push, yes. Again, we're looking at being able to stay low, and go. Boom. Good, nice.
All right, last one.
Okay, last one.
Finish it.
To finish it off. Now we're really gonna put this to the test. We're gonna go side to side, working on this movement, 20 balls as fast as we can, okay? Ready? Here we go.
I think so.
Go forehand to backhand as fast as we can. You ready? And go. 20 balls. 1, go. Now we're gonna try to move as fast and as aggressively and controlled through the movements as we possibly can. Good. Just really build this. Good, nice. Go. Pushing off on the right legs. Good, momentum. Yep, the deceleration work that we put in earlier is coming into play. Good, accelerating to the ball. Come on, good. Go, 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 keep it pushing. This one tests you. Go, go, good, come on. Good, gotta stay light. Good, here we go.
18.
Good, last 2, come on. Yes, and go. Boom. All right, good job. It's a simple but very effective drill. Callous the mind a little bit, really, and get the legs going.
We'll get you going. You don't need a lot. You don't need a lot of props, a lot of things. Just a willingness to do it.
The commitment
to do it.
The consistency.
Maybe the right shoes as well. You know, I gotta plug it in. All right,
That's
good
right.
stuff.
Cool.
Let's go. Thanks, man.
Yep. Of course.
All right, so that's good.
All right, guys, that concludes the lesson today. Shout out to Andrew for coming out and helping us. Shout out to Yonex for having us here at the West End, trying some shoes, seeing what feels better. And Zach, what are your thoughts on the shoes? What do you think? What's your favorite? What's you feel like it's the more high performance-y ones?
Yeah, I mean, to me, I've kind of made no qualms about it. The Eclipsean has always been one of my favorite shoes out there, just because it fits kind of my game, and I do like the way it puts you at least feeling low to the ground without pummeling through the court. It is interesting that you kind of gravitated toward the Ad Excel just based on your games.
Yeah.
I thought that was kind of interesting, to be honest.
Yeah, I thought the Eclipsean was the more high performance-y one. I think it's a bit lighter. I felt like I could just kind of move it a bit faster. But this one's, the Ad Excels, just kind of hug my feet a little bit better. I like sort of that spring forward that it gives. I think that's kind of the most important thing for me. And in general, shoes obviously are personal choices, like whatever kind of feels really nice. And I think this one does feel really nice on my feet. But I highly recommend you guys give it a go on all their Yonex shoes. They're really solid all around shoes. And sometimes, again, I think people might not think about Yonex shoes when they're making their purchases, but they're really good.
Yeah, and remember, there's no one best shoe. It's just the
Yeah.
best shoe for your foot.
Yeah.
So as long as you can find that, you're good to go.
Exactly. And if, shoe is not going to matter if you don't do the exercises. So make sure you're doing your exercises regularly.
Boy, don't I know that.
And your footwork's going to improve. Again, thanks for watching. Go subscribe to Zach's channel, Foot Doctor Zach. There's already a video up by the time this is up. So there's already a video up. He goes all into the technology of the shoes, all that. If you want to check that out, I'll leave a link here somewhere. Don't forget to subscribe, and I'll see you guys on the next one.
See ya.